Hello guys, I've given lots of top 10 tips this year on the show and you seem to like those. Instead of the traditional interviews, these have been clean, easy bullet points to help you with your real estate. So today I'm going to do a little something different than real estate, and give you the top 8 things that I've learned over my 32-year real estate career from people who are really good with their finances. Over 32 years and from selling over 12,000 homes, I've seen a lot of good and a lot of bad habits in people's finances. When I got into business, I was only 22 and I knew nothing about making money or building wealth or increasing my net worth. So I studied my clients. I took notes when I saw good money habits. So today, I thought I'd share them with you. Number 1, high-income people love what they do for a living. You know, if you love what you do, you will be better at it, you will spend more time doing it, and you'll get raises and promotions at work because others see that you love what you do. I personally have never met someone who had a lot of money and made a lot of money in their career if they were not passionate about the work they do. With that being said, most of us should not make a career out of our hobbies, so don't get that confused with making a living. Number 2, wealthy people save money. They started saving when they got their first job and they continue to save throughout their career. This savings is separate from investments, which always has some level of risk. This money is sitting in a bank, usually in a savings account or a CD. Most take a certain percentage out of every paycheck and they save it. I had a client one time who had a big net worth tell me that he spent some time unemployed in his life and he even saved money out of the unemployment checks. Number 3, people with a large net worth invest in real estate. I've never met a wealthy person who did not own real estate. Oftentimes, that's their primary residence. If they own a business, they own the building that business runs out of, and sometimes they own rental property. If you don't own a home, I fully believe that should be your first investment. Number 4, from my observation, wealthy people pay off their debt. Most wealthy people that I've met have little to no debt. If they have debt, it's usually just on real estate assets. It could be their personal home because you can borrow money so cheaply on your personal home and it's a tax write-off, or they have debt on rental property because the tenant basically makes the mortgage payment. Number 5, the people I've observed with a large net worth plan for retirement, and they start planning for retirement early in life. Now look, when you're in your 20s and 30s, I know the last thing on your mind is retiring or saving money for retirement. But these people started early in life and they have a large net worth now that they can retire on. Most started planning for retirement when they got their first job. Number 6, wealthy people pay cash for almost everything they do. This is tied to number 4, which is where wealthy people pay off their debt. People with large net worths only buy things they can afford. If they can only afford a $10,000 car, then that's the car they bought. Wealthy people live within their means and they don't pay high interest rates to banks to buy things they cannot afford. They live in a cash lifestyle and they certainly do not have credit card debt. If they use credit cards, they pay them off every month. Number 7, I've paid a lot of attention to successful people over the years. I entered rental estate at 22 and I had only $200 in my bank account. So I quickly became a student of my clients who had wealth and people who had a high net worth, who had high paying jobs, and this is something I learned. They knew what they wanted to do at a young age. They started their careers in their 20s. This allowed them to have time on their side to become an expert in the industry and to build what I call compounded time, which is like compounded interest. They had time on their side to start building a career, and then they had all their 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s and 60s to become experts and high-income people in their chosen career. Number 8, people with large net worths contribute back to society. They give back to their community, they give of their time and their money to help others, and they started this at a very young age. Some people call this karma, other people call it laws of attraction, but they believe you have to give to get, and they practice that. You can almost always ask a successful, wealthy person with a high net worth, what are their causes? And they will name nonprofits that they're involved in. I recently asked a multimillionaire this question, and she named over 20 organizations that she currently gives of her time and of her money. Hopefully these 8 tips help you build net worth, and if part of your net worth is owning real estate, give us a call here at Stephen Cooley Real Estate at 704-499-9099 or visit us online at stephencooley.com.